Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change. Let us rise for a change. Sorry and red. Yeah. A vote for Mahama is a vote for Ghana. Ghana needs the best thing. Madishe, Imobi Adjo, Imobi Akwaba, Eba NDC360. Eha, and I jebre, na what you be a ebo deuro, efa, and she pa, and in the pa, NDC Amanyuku, and you John Drama and Mahama, a woman on my Ghana. As far as the upcoming 2024 elections is concerned, a hassle and a nyema, a quick chiba bremai. Efa amamu bonia ekoso ye my Ghana mu a e de ahokyere ne konada ababeto ye nyina asomanfo so no eha ne ye gibre eyi nsem no baako boko te sa wo no se ne be ya akoraketo akora ebeti ase bidia ne sameja mfibu somfo achiame hinema NDC Amanyuko, and I will be hosting this edition of NDC 360 show. We streaming live on Facebook on NDC360, X, the one our friend on Twitter, NDC360 official, and on YouTube, NDC360 official as well. We are also having a simulcast on 5 television networks simultaneously. We are live on Angel TV, TVXYZ, Wizard TV, Unia TV, and Loud Silence TV. And today we are also live on MBN TV. Thank them. And the many other platforms streaming this program live on YouTube and other social media platforms. We are most grateful to you. What are we talking about today? Very short. We're talking about Nkontompo Hene Alaji Bawumia Utu Frankama MPP. And Trobi Bria, where dear Ghana for? Futura what to Ghana for near. Ofi say you refi and to be to me as answer the 6 at the near 9. About whether you need medical we say about where we here. And it is about GDA. It's about who among those vying for the presidency we can trust. And until today, we will be assessing his credibility to see say so Okarina the student the bino ɛkyerɛ nipa a yɛbɛtumi anya ne mugidie ɛde ɔman ahyɛ ne nsa anaasɛ daabi na yɛwie no under the moment of truth segment no yɛbɛba lest we forget and lest we forget ɛnɛ yɛkakae ho afa yɛwura John Dramani Mahama ne nnwuma pa a wayɛ aboa Ghana mpempii no ɛyɛ anadodoɔ no refi no yɛbɛkakae ho kakra ne yɛbɛhwɛ health sector some of the achievements the superior legacy of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama emretiawa a wonyaayɛ ɛde bɛsom ɔman yi nnwuma pa a wɔyɛɛyɛ a ɛno nti yɛgyina so asrɛ biem sɛ Ghana fo bɛyɛ ne mmoa amato aba no ama ne biem ɛsiane sɛ mpanyinfoɔ sɛ de wayɛ bi da no ɛne yɛfrɛ no ayɛ boafo na yɛwie lest we forget na yɛde NDC&U segment no so ɛbɛbrɛ mu and today on NDC&U we are revisiting the conversation about the Mahama 24-hour economy. Nhyehyɛeɛ pa a yɛwura Mahama ɛde ba a ɛde adwuma ɛbɛba Ghana bebree na ɛde ahotɔmpuntuo ɛne sika ba yɛbɔtɔm no ɛnɛ yɛbɛsan so adi ho nkɔmmɔ biam. And these are the three main segments that we have for you. Medikai, like I said, we are live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. We're also live on the television stations I've already acknowledged and many other platforms. And like the link, share the link, and more importantly, comment, because I believe that I can count many of your text messages. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Sammy Jennifer is live. NDC360 is on. Yeah, the NDC in Sempano. In fact, Ghana mpuntu Ghana dache hono. Yeah, the bremo. No krense munkwa. A dance here etaya chira. Ubehwe jumedi ye no. Ebe boawo amwo hunye bebre a na bia wontwe wadwen enko so. Na boawo am wetimi ato aba pa mame. Eno nti ene yenye adverting team bia. Just watch this moment of truth montage for me. Screen to bring you the first presentation on exposing the dishonesty of Alhaji Bawumia. Shall we, Mami Sisi? This is the moment of truth, where we serve you with the truth and only the truth. Nothing but the truth. And we are talking about the man on the screen, Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. We are talking about him because in Prempria Yeka say, Onone Omanpenyi Abediechri. Omei abanya wotia konwa so baasu ku a aban na te se omohwe omei sikasem nyina so no ono na ye baasu ku ne titireni eniti Ghana sem sikasem ye ku twi ba brema nyina no wopese wo humu nkyiremu apapai na betimi akyere wo Alhaji Bawumia na potoka sem ye kan say he is the chairman of the economic management team se say impodie otu franka ma MPP amanyoku a onam Ebon to us mon festia ne mame, mon festia ne mame, or can send be Obi also nistia, Obi nistia and finism. We need license in Punia manistia, because on any driver in Yanano, ye de car, ye Ghana share one sano. Omodi afa kwam boneso, amaka na kunya accidenta, e dia hochirenia benedie ababeto yenso. And so they be also mon festia ne mae. Na minim say wa wo hwe me no. When me be adwen say see you betumi this tia na ma wura Bawumia ade ba ko pa e wo se ye gina so na yesusu dua ye de be so no wahwe na yetimi ehu se ye betumi anya ne mugidie no eye ne nokreka se ne sitia esan say onipa bi a won kan okra you cannot trust the person. You see about why ye ba betui it's not just about promises boshe eno de yatia bre enye hwan na betumi de adwenwanwa so foforo bi aba even though that is important enye de odwa nanum se mayewe da bi de hia titiru pa ne se nipa kura o kasa nsem no o hye o sa abo no o kasa big ideas and policies no ni so de ne ban te say what is his track record na so ne dwuma a waye ne nnwuma a woye ne nsem kaye ne de oye fa ne nsem kaye ho no ebetumi ama yenya ne mugidie de o ma ya hye ne sa na. Trustworthiness is what we are talking about. Because if I can't trust you, then I can't give you my vote. It's as simple as that. So which of these two leaders, John Mahama, Alhaji Bawumia, leading the two major political parties into the 2024 election, can we trust? That is why this conversation is important. And I want you to listen carefully. Maybe the NSA me yense no mpensempensem na mama wadanse emre bia metu bia so mekire sie na mama obi adi na wankasa wo de akwa adwendwen mu na wankasa wasi agina ya ebeboa wankasa wabrabo wo ma wabusua ene wo daache. Now I will start with this quotation from a man called Brian Tracy. And Brian Tracy kasemu opotokasemo say the glue that holds all relationships together, including the relationship between the leader and the led, is trust. And trust is based on integrity. Pape oye obi a wabempa trenyansa sem ko Canada memwa they celebrate him. Ajidin people all across the world read his writings. Waka sendi e unhia was a Ghana for ya twe adwensi so. O say glue a ka ye first akandifo leaders any on manfo bomu no e glue ba akopɛ e gidie trust na say gidie no ne fapem ene no kreka integrity. If you don't have integrity, you cannot be trusted. And found say nipa ne be promise o say to abama me o to abama me a me do be kwa bruchiri mema $1 million maybe adwuma and fa ho ne de nipa ne beka say nipa kro ne yo bi a onya no kwafo a his words means very little. Now you see ene yentumi kan nsem ne nyina etima fa nsem no ne fa bi part 1 pe. And under this part 1 me twi wadwe si in kontompo akese edu 10 lies that Alhaji Bawumia has peddled. And I will give you the evidence for you to know that indeed this man is a liar. When we call him a liar, we are not insulting him. We are not attacking him. Because that is who he is. That is his nature. That is his name. That is his title. And that is the only name you can call him. And 2020 MPP4 call Cape Coast. Omo ko launche omo manifesto. Bosha hodo anomo woma Ghana for. It was just like this time 2024 because 2020 was an election year. Why am I starting with this? Because this was a promise and Asemo Bawumia Kaye in the run up to the 2020 elections. It will be to me the atoto and somewhere never in the run up to the 2024 elections. Or say and yes omu besi habo for frama Cape Coast for Debbie. Or say we are building a new harbor for the people of Cape Coast. But we are casa seminar. And what dancing if you mame?
Good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
Now, producer, I want you to play the video again. And why we're here, say good people of Cape Coast. No, we will build, or say we are building. Tape in
Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
Therefore, that is it. Bible says we no one say be bua ofo na be bua bem. O say we are building. Enti ene wa wo hwe me no. Including MPP for mo hwe me a e bi kura mu didi matami. Ye bisa mo say habo na Bawumia say they are building o si no away. Because ono ankasa ne boss o mampanyi Akufuado ye to abane ma wo mu wie pe no. Wakọ radio so akọ kase ono onka ni baby ase obesi ana wo si harbor ama Cape Coast for shani so omampenya Kufuado not some agency not NDC o se bawomia your trofo because ono your mampenyi no onka ni baby ada say o si harbor e wo Cape Coast ana wo besi eno ho dance ni hwema me.
As far as the harbor, we have to be very clear in our mind. We never committed ourselves. I never said I was going to build a harbor in Cape Coast. I said I was going to build a landing site, like what I've done in these 6 other places in the central region. Cape Coast also will have its own landing site, and the construction of that will begin next year. The airport.
Yes.
The airport.
You see, NPP for free say Ghana for we have short memories. So, o me twankontompo 2016 age to me 2020 o me twankontompo sa 2024 aba and o masan so den sem there ba no moto Ghana for mrade and e binu mo boje ba wo miaso. But this is the man we are talking about. We see you are building a harbor. At the time wa ba wo miaka asa there was no place in Cape Coast ani isi harbor. Baby akra ni wa na ya do na campus ya to one block pusi isi harbor. Not even one block. Yet with me TV cameras and him we are building a harbor. Then 1 year down the line, Kufuado said, me share Bubiasa. We never, the commitment was never to build a harbor, but a landing site. Landing site and a harbor. So one who send MPP for Subain here. One who send Abawomia the Subain here. And at the time this happened, we say almost a way as some we see here. Emma Ghana, various media organizations, a report to it. So one see a maybe a wide range Amazon. And let me play to you a news report that Joy News did on this. Cape Coast Fuan Kasa, a Kasa about Nada, Papeo Dasui, or Monfanto Sumame, Alaji Bawumia, or the Dada Omo. Play that video for me.
I understand the apology. What he's saying, I don't understand it. Is he apologizing that he lied on Eagle FM? Or is apologizing that he's no longer going to build a harbor for us? You see, and what we have at Elimina is not a harbor that he promised Cape Coast. What Nanado has done, Nanado has told people of Cape Coast that we should all start crying. He has told that Cape Coast, our father has died, our mother has died. So what we have Cape Coast now is funeral. So from tomorrow, we Cape Coasters, we are going to put on black. We are going to mourn Nanado. We are going to put on black because he has deceived us. And we are demanding, we the youth of Cape Coast, we are demanding our harbor and the airport that he promised because it is in his manifesto. The moment mix a crying Bahumia, next time no can Bahumia, you want a cassette war. Well, there you go. Or will be there, or the Megafo, or your harbor. No, on your airport. No, I don't hear. And a president Nakasa, the Nadu. And I see Obela. Now, but I said, my neighbors plane the airport dam, and no one could be see how about me. I'm a bit to teach men, and when you do, when you do, and
it was over our hope. Mr. Crafton, that is how depraved our country has become. That today we have in a very high office, at the very top, a man occupying the very high position of vice president. Nipa no kresi eninenum. Yenim boni ya no kredi aye Alaji Bawumia. No krenam left, no afa right. No krenam ha, no afa say. How can you lie to people like this? How? Now, odi habo no kra na wodada o mo a. Enka airport na odi twa to one because he said we are building a new harbor and airport. It is airport no put ye kese. And na me no kasa uko Cape Coast harbor nail airport wa hwe nothing has been done. Say same podium munya tumi wie no. O man penye Kufuado say wakoda adwen when we say Cape Coast for kra mon sem fata airport. Oh yes, waka. E bia na unte. Waji 2 million based on Bosha what the Asha was say Messi harbor awansi or say Misi airport and what the Kawonya no humpo. Also, what dream when we said, maybe I won't share the here, Sana, and crying Cape Coast, hey, 1 hour 30 minutes, and crying Cape Coast, 1 hour 30 minutes. What do you hear? One don't see any.
This morning, people feel strongly that looking at our potential in tourism, we need to put up an airport.
A place which is 1.5 hours from the capital, which is a major international airport. There's an airport in Takoradi. Well, the studies are...
No, go ahead. You don't see the need of an airport.
I'm not going to say the need. Okay. These things, they're not the response of a government should not just be people say we need an airport. The response of a government should be the matter has been thoroughly examined and the need has been established. I think that is the process that the Ministry of Aviation is going through. Is doing the same with Koforidua from the region from which I come, which is also another regional location which is very near Accra, another an hour and a half, to be able to decide for ourselves whether in fact the need for the airport can be justified when you have Accra, you have Kumasi, you have Tamale, you have Takoradi, whether on the coast with Accra's presence there's a need for an additional airport.
Okay. Let me just bring up this question, if you don't mind, because this is the first time I'm at...
We are building a new harbour in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pole if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth.
I can't help myself but laugh. Video ID can boy any Omanpenye Kufuado. Wako free mante wako tena radio so. I was say habo ne de ho de crowd on de so wan hye sa abo no ba wumi ale kudi ne tro. Airport so I say Omanpenye Kufuado enim so onhoro so. So what twa ne bosa again they say kan airport won here ma Cape Coast na o say men ka saba ye ntimi nsore nka say you could see airport sa akwa e was ye hwehwemu hu say airport so no ebe hia because enkran wo heya Takoradi wo heya hu nyina wo airport Cape Coast hemfinfinti Cape Coast there afi o say ye examination ye enti alaje ba wo bi anya examination no san hwehwemu e wo say nka alaje Omanpenye Kufuado say wo say wo ye ansa na waka say wo be si airport wo Cape Coast no ade no ma nyansa ansa no mode sa abɔhye ne ba abegi tumi afi o manya tumi awie no so aboa no fidie ne chie na ne sunku agya no so ade sunku se di o se o o se ko ye nhwemu se wo hia aso tie ba wo mi a o so wo hia pa ye hia airport e wo Cape Coast because Cape Coast wa Takoradi wa ha enkran wa ha triangle no wa ye ne sase tie ye kora bit ma ye railway lines. You see this man, he talks big, but he also lies big. He is nothing but a braggadocious talkative. Oyobi ananwe de. So yemfa doko sempa under the nipano or your expect. And that is what you have seen. By your Number 2, the Tresa Bawumia on Kanokre, and we can't trust him. Cape Coast for airports and harbor fiasco netunchen. Now here we. I say in 18 months of an MPP government, no community in Ghana will have a water or toilet problem. But we are 2016. We just simply so. Se Ghana for montu abamaye. Na montu abamaya. But so me do mo twechi. Ensure how we Ghana nyina no ebe solve. Ni ama Ghana for nyina esupano. E jana bia ya ne problems e wo nyina so ebe solve. Na se bi obi aso enya bi. But this was not even in the MPP's 2016 manifesto. Manifesto. And to untumi nka say it's a failed manifesto promise. Now, party biano, eto de bi enye manifesto promises in no mutimi do so. This was not a manifesto promise. But because of your trofo ntino gina platforms wa na it is entrono above from left, right, center. Even what is not in their manifesto, he will lie about. This is the evidence. Video the mame.
there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
No. Tearful video now can in 18 months no community will have a water or toilet problem. Nti wa wo hwe me no bisa ho kanokre kire ho se enne Ghana 18 months na twam wo fie nwotwe ni 8 years ya in their 8th year. Water and toilet problem no ya solve where we are now. How can any politician even make such a promise? It is only a liar. Or no, everything is about power. So be ditro aji tumi kura won fa ho. Number 3. Alhaji Bawumia 2016. Oba yanim se Ghana for yan to abama MPP. No betina konya so no. O ka asem bia na ede pa. Se bi asem we uko nwuram. Eko ka kira boa moti akra obedi wachi afiri nwuram abafie. Asem wa na asichire wom. Asem wa na ewo wom. Ede. Or say we don't have to borrow for roads. All we need to do is to tow the roads. Or say Ghana, onyame ehira yen. Eja ne boss Akufo-Addo say yetisika so ekom de. And Bawumia ebo 10 awon chen. Say oh. Akwan ya Ghana ye hia nyina ye hia kra say ebeje busia. Ye hia sa akwan na ya ye no yemfa road tools insisi so ye gigi sika na ye betumi dia ya akwan ni nyina obi ni se nipa bi petimi anda pa ka bibisa. Somebody is watching. I'm not a prophet, but I'm sure obi I want to say we know maybe thinking say some agent fi obo aba obi ntimi nkasa anywhere.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
Producer, I'm about to repeat why? Repeat mame.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
So, enumjahine and trohine in kontumpo hine. 2016 no chantro na osre. And then the chantro na osa so asa no so any beating ko. E yentro nko a. Obe han ni akale de na osre. O ye be ye lisisi e. Na say mitimi hu no wakogina na nanu matena konwa anim na odwa nanum. Ye was yes samra we ye betua moka. Now people still believe this liar. Just say ye impenyi say ye de yew na anya wo ya ye nya wo fa ye. And throw away in the you still believe this liar. Nanyene MPP agu anka Darocha party, Professor Kufia Briva party, UP party. Kapapa we betimi aye omo Franka Tufuana. And never besi o mabo besia. Amen na Ghana car. Kwame Nkrumah Afrifa Nikotoka Echampon Akufo-Addo papa mpo Akufunum Dr. Hilal Liman, J.J. Rollins, Papa Kofo, Papa Tamils, Papa John Mahama, 59 years on what's not Konyaso. Bessie on my boy and a cow Mudi Ghana, 120 billion. Opana Jack Toronto Nini Yakitwa. But when me, I was saying this year, Bob Bessia put the year coin. On the cano, every 120 billion to 538.6 billion. And now check Ghana, your population here be 30 million. Ghana Libya the cap over 22,000 cities. Yes, including Washeme, including MPP ni, CPP ni, NDC ni, including Akraketwa Yawone over 22,000. It is 220 million. No, Indiana Ghana is bankrupt. And in fact, not only are we engulfed in debts, IMF also despite the promise by this government said we would never go to the IMF. And then Ghana is the world's largest borrower in terms of IMF. What do you read video with Mami CCA? Producer, give us that tip and let people judge for themselves.
What was the promise of the NPP?
You have to borrow responsibly.
He lied. Today, Ghana remains the world's largest borrower at the IMF. Nanado doesn't give a hoot.
We will borrow money. Everybody borrows money.
They promised to borrow responsibly.
It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
I warned Akufo-Addo about his excessive borrowing, but he didn't listen.
Who is that?
Dr. Kofi Amwa says so.
They were warned from 2019 all through to 2024. They kept borrowing.
You have to borrow responsibly.
Ghana's debt is projected to hit a staggering 99% of GDP by the end of 2023.
You have to borrow responsibly.
Thus, the World Bank has cautioned Ghana against excessive borrowing amidst concerns.
It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
As a Ghanaian, if we divide the national debt by the total number of Ghanaians, which is roughly give or take 30 million, in 2017, every Ghanaian owed 4,874 cedis. Fast forward to 2021, you owe 12,146 each and every one of you. When we look at 2024, when President Nana Akufo-Addo will be leaving office, you will be owing all the international debtors 18,312 Ghanaian cedi.
You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
Words may be forgotten, but broken promises are etched in our souls. Your words mean nothing, Baumia, when your actions are complete opposite of what you did in office.
These are the people who said, these are the same people. Confused bunch of people. Confused. They don't know anything. And so this is their scorecard relative to borrowing. All presidents from Nkrumah to Mahama in 59 years, 120 billion. More 7 years, 81.8 billion. Nobody had the Papampo Kenya. Dear nobody scanner. Not even one hospital. Or meeting fiti as whether a regional hospital or a district hospital, ye fiti as a we. And the petty kum kojaya. Dear nobody scanner. When disikani say atam. And that is why we are struggling. And these people say they will break the 8. Almost sounds what shall to Obama. And some want to make another mistake. No. Don't make a third time mistake by believing these lies. Number 4, Alhaji Bawumiana. I say we will start constructing roads with concrete instead of asphalt. Yamposo kakra hadie emwedru. Asemwe emwedru. So because since Ghana beto hono, Nkrumah kra o de fa ho die ba menye so shebo she bi say. But this man Bawumia promised. Ghana kwan nyina wo se wo ye asphalt a esentem dodo. Nti ono o the proposal akoma abaya giatum. Nti akwan ye wo Ghana nyina no mo ba ye no concrete na Ghana fo agbaje so you. Na asem no de ehu kra ne sa asem no ka na sori dem. Muntie mi yo. Enye so ka no political campaign platform so. What can say? Oh, political campaign platform the deputy minister. Muntie mi ye. Onyame fie. Enya sorry bia kwa lighthouse osofo penyi Dagi Ward Mills na sorry onyame fie nyame sofo tewo. You see Bawumia ensuru nyame. Just like ne boss Akufo-Addo ada de nyame se wo si asore dan amano a wa fa so de awia Ghana sika over 1 billion new Ghana cedis. Na de otimi ye ya ma nyame the biggest pits in the whole world no. Bawumia so kujina asore dem. Ekodi to so obeye concrete roads asphalt kwade enye omujaye me patro hwe ehwo adanse ni
all this asphalt bitumen stuff which the roads get washed away after 2 seasons. You look at the Mamoto Way, which was built with concrete and it is lasting almost 50 years. And so that sort of got me thinking, and we started that discussion. It's a simple idea, but it's full of wisdom. I checked, and I realized that even in India, since 2014 in India, they have a policy to only build concrete roads because it works out much cheaper. So I said, well, let me bring this to my bosses, and we have been discussing this as recently as last week in Parliament. And Bishop Dag, I'll let you into it. Cabinet did decide last week that we should move towards concrete roads as a country.
Well, it say a harvest chapel, it say a lighthouse. Whether harvest or lighthouse, it's Bishop Dag be all. But no matter the name of the church, nyame fie, oni nyame asafo, nyame man, nyame honhom ti omumu. Okudi trama ya boy ensem ama. Se wo be concrete roads. Mfie nwotwe since o kasa ase ni. Concrete road na bi wen. Wa wutie ni MPP ni a, wo hwe me a wudidi matem no. Wo hu concrete road ni bi wo ukrom. And you are marketing this liar. Adana mo yesa, MPP for adana mo yesa. Mum pa chokra for truth. Me catch I say tete na. Say we are in the time of grace. Adom remuni we. Tete na mransem duni adwuma na ba wumi a. Enko ojira wo twa tro na asase apai na nyame bufu no. Asase na mene no. How can you lie even in church? How can you lie like that? 80 okay and Central for report here. Ghana Web, this is it. 18 July 2017. We will start constructing concrete roads in Ghana. Bawumia. Number 5, where the Fawankasa was sitting. This is direct. And then before the BBR by a friend e-levy, Momo tax. It doesn't only apply to mobile money. I will send you a 2 sika to or here you breast somewhere in 50 years, Juma, or send you another by the 2 sika. And yet, Bawumia obey economic management in Chamaya, KNT been paying some that. But baby, I'm a kunye. This same Bawumia. 2020 Yakotuaba on Peace FM sometime in August 2016. Who said about one raso MPP here to me ofiti ase twan kontompo ne zen o se o mommo de eye hiafo ne yuso ehihia se ye de to bi abeto so because mommo ye hiafo ne ye mommo enti to pa se ye de beto mommo so de da but we me promise yet ono ankasa ehwe me ye de e-levy bae share this video for me.
The point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is for me my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that? So the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is for me my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that?
Yes, why would you want to tax mobile money? A brand new entity, so we here. Yet, on the e-levy buy. And then what people know, so minimum she Kufuado na de buy na me nka ho. People no office ye refi. Bosha or the share and the oye. But well, Adam said that was a Bawumia himself. And the proposal e-levy on no kofa buy. On the that's what I had the buy ma banji too. And yamena meka MPP, then General Secretary, for Penny, CEO of MPP. Oko cabinet meetings, John Boyd on the kind, any more. And that screen is on. Or say, wait there, but we may ask someone. I feel more Modern Ghana. This is a story by Eric Nanaya Kwafo. Or say, Bawumia is in full support of e-levy. John Boyd reviews John Boyd. Because he was going to the cabinet meetings and also Bawumia in full support, not in support, in full support of e-levy. This same man, no, the e-levy abano, and our promises will be try e-levy. How can you believe him? Obiso John Boyd will be on paper Bawumia 17 or cancer, no problem. We me kromni me nua Gideon Boako, spokesperson to Bawumia. Ono so so dey say Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Spokesperson. Go and read the story. myinfo.com. It is there. Entro number 6. Ebusianfo. Mokai Bawumia and US dollar once. Embra na Bawumia be to me. Na ne pet subject. Asemo no ta kampa was about CD. Because of Mampenya Kufuado Mayeti asese ono onim sikasem totoye. Enu nti no akofa alaji Bawumia so meboa no na omehwe Ghana sikasem so. Edi Akufuado wo video bi jinaka so say CD na ye hata no kasa wodwom. Enu nti na makofa owura Bawumia omeboa. En Bawumia so kansem se Ghana sikasem fapem under Mahama atete apansam. The fundamentals are weak. And if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Shebompo said, watch it after they came to office, after 100 days, also watch dollar to prison, they won't suffer IGP. And then dollar. And then I'm saying, share video, mame.
But if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The Ghana sika semfa pemtete pansamoa dollar be kosro gu ye sika nanimu ase am obi ehun se ye mo number. Samra wo kasa no. Na dollar ni nyame do 4 cedis impo because this was before December 2016. It was around 3 cedis. But we are on TB da. Mahama mo number. Mahama nima mamu. Fundamentals ni weak. Now the entire dollar yet 3 cedis at the time was because investors are passing vote of no confidence. Or much less omuni GDP bia we sikasem. Yeah, but we are the benyo na shawsa. Enfie ngotwini. Fundamentals man. How far now? Oga, how far with the fundamentals? Dollar now watching a prison. No? What in Kinsey, what it change? And the dollar kaka krebi na 16 Ghana cedis. Every full soon. I want so 4 bread. And maybe bia ya the dollar krebia boy thing. Say from podie, bobo. President Mahama Breso now pay 1 million CFA, 6,500 ubenyabi. And I just look it up close to 27,000 cedis. When they be near the aisle, I then I won't cannot cresa. Why? Number 7. I'm showing you 10 lies peddled by Papeyo Tisui or Sian Tuabamano. Mon first year and Mameno. I'm showing you. So you can't trust him. And once you can't trust him, you can't vote for him to lead this country. Because you're sure baby and we to me we are obesisanano. The Cape Coast Harbour, Cape Coast Airport example are clear. What did he say? Number 7, I'll say under an MPP Akufuado government, the economy will grow, say no and grow, and there will be jobs and jobs and jobs. Say yeah, but niya beshisho my NDC kasemi. Now my NDC kasembe nyina buswama edwuma so akosura buso. Wa wo hwe me. Na edwuma ho sem te sei. Napkufu mechiamo. Mo 700 Ghana no mafa o, bo so me nkro ma ntua. Enne minti bi krada national service personnel omoko strike. National service personnel omo allowance I'm not sure it's even up to 2,000 cedis. And so omo lorry fempo omoko strike. That is how broke and bankrupt this man Bawumia has rendered our economy. Next is Omurie School 2017, 2021. 2022, 2023, omutifie edumenyo nurses, teachers, omuwie school tifie. Yamoma tra exams, my national service, no jobs, and the unemployment rate are 8.4%, almost 15%. So economy no can say to grow and create jobs. Oh, the video, look at the evidence.
Economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and
This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, where unemployment has increased from 8.4% to almost 15%. National Service for Ako strike, what be that? And they were unemployed trained teachers association, unemployed nurses, trained nurses association. There is no hope. And this man says, Santo Abamani Biem. I don't know for your Huri and Gosro, or Mubi Yazay. Shantre that way, wait ye, on one and grow for Zongo for, because we in Cremoni. And not make crime meetings or in Cremoni, Papa Bay. Because then now, or the Bawumi or China or the Timothy. And they say, I'm a power Christian, and you know, Cremoni. But this is what he promised the people of the Zongos. I said, we will build model senior high schools in Zongo communities in each of the 16 regions of the country. Alaji Bawumi on the kind. Say Zongo or region biya. Into region biya, including what we region, whether Ashanti, whether Bono, whether Ahafo. Or say every Zongo kesi or near secondary school kesi model school. I'm a Zongo for Akobi. And what dance ye ni? Shemame. MPP will build 16 model senior high school Zongo communities across the country. Bawumia promises. 1st August 2020. Ni ekwa kotuaba say ya. 4 years ni school no so we see ba akokra ka yebeka so we fiti ase. Not even one has been built. Not even one. He promised 16, not even one. And I'm not promising missy way. Where are the model senior high schools in Zongos? Number 9. Mokai is same way. Bawumia secures $19 billion Chinese loan for Ghana. Hey, I tell you, Bawumia fees a refi. But in this campaign, it's about trustworthiness, it's about principles, it's about credibility. This was the time Bawumia called China. Obaye Jamboree Kesie Nipa Kosiane Airport. The economic whiskey has hit a jackpot. Or the $19 billion from China. Where is the evidence? This is the evidence. Ghana were 5th July 2017. $19 billion Chinese aid. Security to get 25,000 houses. Bawumia so no konya $19 billion. Obe sit down kwa mako 25,000 and ama security agencies. Not 2,500. Not a dime 25. Houses, a dime 25,000. Bawumia, I am trying to tell you, if I pay no crane in the noom or your trofo. That is who he is. Where is the 19 billion? And where is the 25,000 houses? Now, yenya papa bi okromu IDEC penyipa Dr. Emmanuel Akweti. Samre no mu fi say yenya ade ehren bia na ye good. But Bawumia twa omo nice. They said wako circle na ye de key soap I iPhone. Bawumia defraud omo. I said let's applaud Bawumia for securing $19 billion Chinese loan. I said Bawumia ya de ye mo yesem man. So the executive director of the Institute for Democratic Governance, IDEC, Dr. Emmanuel Akweti, has lauded government's ability to secure a $19 billion aid to boost the economy. This is a quotation. The man goes to China for 3 days and brings $19 billion to our economy. Let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause for Bawumia. It is a round of applause in $19 billion away. And that is the same game Frakadama or Didi Ghana for. You say $19 billion Chinese deal, joint venture, not a loan. Say a joint venture. You see, but what can see and you know the baby pennies so that the Nipankwa no crebianim. Me too much say I've given you 10 lies. I've given you the evidence. Well, we are on number 9. Let's go for number 10. Number 10, we are going to stay on this for about 20 minutes because they won't hear. The entire menu is because of number 10. Okay. I will move Ghana from taxation to production. Me banama betete so na me the Ghana free taxation to production. Yere so the free taxation to production. Etwa na yetua under NDC Mahama Breso no wabete so a mama yere. Yedi kan. Yere to nko a ba wo mi ayede o maisi kasem share nsa as chairman of the economic management team o de agu yenso. Aban ne betera konwa so a first time and omo to VAT mu 5%. Enye ansonwa ye fret to be special import levy. Nemre so 2017. I was saying aban ni twam. But we are move from 2017 to 2019. So tax number 2. 2% special import levy. See, on my pass act, I find Act 1004. Start to 2% special import levy. On promises will be criminal. And then on the 2 years so up to 2024. Otu abama omwa on besans what 3 months wetia. Taxation to production man by and so the 5% national fiscal stabilization levy by. Start to one was ended 2017, almost trim to 2019. Sanso Shemra Act 1011 at the code 2024. 2023 and almost you almost so much. Omaje national fiscal stabilization levy 5% na they say there. Omobeje almost sadino no my growth and sustainability levy. Painting mamento, the value is the same. You are paying all these taxes without knowing. In different ways and forms, and that is why I will be I want children to meet children because your shall boss say he will move you from taxation to production or your trofo when in the bush so. Eh? A personal income tax, they reviewed it. The 35% personal income tax on a monthly chargeable income exceeding 10,000 was introduced in August 2018. This was reviewed to 30% on monthly chargeable income exceeding 20,000 in the year 2019. Mokai luxury vehicle tax. You say MPP bawumia I was so no taxes muchen ubia or the tax be buyer. Car ni engine bro 1.5 liters be I say luxury car, including toilet car between 1,000 cedis to 2,500. Omoje ya twiye moja edru baby isuye demonstration no so omoja but omoje communication service tax they increased the rate by 50% from 6% to 9%. 6% to 9% communication service tax. Taxation to production for assembly account. Where you from 2021 to 2022 nko omode buy 1% COVID-19 levy on the 3% VAT flat rate, and that one, making it 4%. Now, with your COVID, the area baby kumi ya say a dreamerson. Ya sound so to me, added than a 2 month for Swana. In the whole world, not just Africa, not just West Africa, the whole world. Ghana and Kwan the COVID, saya reboneno, adane 2 ato ne manfoso. Malaria, it's a buyer, no, and a JJ Rollins, the malaria levy buyer, and Kabawomia Kufuad on Kadian Ombeka. Do we have HIV levy? Or cholera levy? Or typhoid levy? Why do we have a COVID levy? 1% on VAT. And so how? So from you knew. National Health Insurance levy so near 2.5%. Yet the COVID levy na sans what so and also 3.5. 5% financial sector cleanup recovery levy. Financial institutions are now $9 billion. They spent 25 billion on collapsing them. That is how wicked they were. Tax. Into what account, what bank, the bank transfers this levy on you. You pay anytime you do any financial service. They transfer it, you pay. Look, 1.5% e-levy actually, only about 1%. I hope you are counting the taxes. If you count, you will get more than 50. More than 50. I'm telling you. The man who promised you said, Obe move from taxation to production. Fuel idea, Juma. Look at the taxes. These were the people are not petrol boarding, the bomb better so. Almost the energy sector levy 20 pesos. We a new one, 20 pesos every liter. Petrol ni diesel, anwa konko no fried talk konko no be at 20 pesos. And almost the 18 pesos energy sector levy at LPG. Iti baby abefe biya yebechew. You will meet Bawumia and his wicked taxes. And almost the sanitation and pollution levy the baller tax. And crime for muntie baller tax. High teen and shoto kakrebia na ensuo yirify because if fin ayaye we are engulfed in filth. Even gutters square was about nitimuno or minting by you to baller tax. Why would to petrol, why would to diesel, why would for car or be at Fiabi? And so almost find there was some there, or the Chomanum spelele. Where your new taxes on fuel commodities, but where your taxes are, net that fuel so that I move to ya, no, say I was thrown to the better so. And also some already on my ear. Road fund levy at the equine, now you're 40 pesos, and normally I call 48 pesos every liter of diesel and petrol. That's why you find a primary distribution margin. Now you have 4 cedis 50 pesos. No, now you have 4.5 pesos. And now you have 26 pesos. In Tumunu, you have 477% increase. We are not just talking about a 10% or 20%. 477. How wicked can Bawumia be? That one tax handle on fuel, 477% increase. I'm giving you the facts check. Boss margin, I 3 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. And then I'm to mark 12 pesos. Percentage in 200%. Anyone that say petrol gallon present mama breast na 14 cedis no. And then later I want no bread in chain for 4 gallon yellow no. And that gallon come 60 cedis, come 65 cedis. Petrol gallon. Nti ade de faka bia boy den e wodwa so. Oton ayento, ufri ayentua, odon sa show betomwa ensihwe so. It is because of a modern taxes. I want you to know, look, not even Idi Amin Dada or Mobutu Sese Seko was wicked enough to increase taxes and introduce so many taxes on their people at the same time. And Pranero Mukrana no Moshinipa no or Manyas Adiwi. Look, fuel market margin 1 cedi 50 pesos. And nobody are called 9 cedis. Now 1.5 pesos. It's somebody are called 9 pesos. $900% increase. Abai be any wagana beto YST more the same way. 900% increase in UPPF. Fuel market margin 500% increase. Boss margin 300%. Primary distribution margin 477%. How wicked can you be? Yet you promise to move us from taxation. Pesos and 49 pesos, 19.5%. And put the money to 4 ball. Increase in price stabilization recovery levy. Now petrol 12 pesos. And 16 pesos. The percentage is 33%. Not diesel, no. 1 liter beer, the daso, price stabilization recovery levy, no. And also, so, na 10 pesos, somebody about 14 pesos. In Tumuno, 40%. Where you to a menu tuya, Senebeya, found no bokosra, a buying a bit in your soya, and what a bonus. Or maybe 2, over 3 billion in price stabilization recovery levies at 3 years. And you may also more the year. Which is that Omonfante Petro, so no, they are not doing it. And it's in our brain. VATs, 2023, 2.5%. In the VAT rate in inquiry 15%. Or they get funding NHI or NECA1 to 20 something. Growth and sustainability levy 5%. Yeah, they are good companies. So when I am a young, Liwe Bekas, when I'm a dream, Mentiasian. Mama Ghana ya dindini pebre. People are struggling in this country. Boys, girls, girls, Bete kakra branti ebetwa. on a football game. Now when you bibi kakra to no bottom so no. Abrante na bra predict obi wo obedi bet ba ko ne adi no be 100 times. Now one day we lucky not me predict score line be you know di bet kakra. We nya spa chacha ball score line or predicting no di na we nya 1,000 Ghana 500 here but we me say no so 10% obeje. That is it. Fees and charges or mobile boom 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 boom. I can go on and on and on. Shahama me ukojomu anyama otona o say emuaye den no. In 2023 Bawumia dem rebi ba parliament. The friend of the Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023. So Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023 Act 1093 no. And sa yenom sparkling wine. Say alcohol ni sparkling wine. We adokodoko nsa. Na eto eda so no excise duty near 22.5%. But we have 45%. Not 30, no, 45%. Man with the other months, then number and then why day. You know why? Because but we have the law we call parliament. You know? Excise duty, that's why I 10%. But we have the 20%. Mineral water, aerated water. Now, at one excise duty is 17.5%, or they are called 20%. And so, I don't know concern teach the home to say coke here that excise duty 20%. Non-alcoholic beers, beer, alcohol, beer name 20%. Energy drink, energy drink 20%. Cider beers 20%. Other non-alcoholic 20%. All in one law. The taxes are so many. Oh, can't cry no wabre. They say the about 2024 the odiaba non-life insurance. Oh, kwa ku insure o dying o car ne de keka ho a ye de VAT atoso. Ye de VAT ato say wa wo dying now person wo ton and I will rent it down ye de VAT atoso 5%. Textbooks are your mofra de besua de. Aban way for over 5 years, 6 to 6 years. Omo the new syllabus about no textbook. Textbooks are awo for beto amankoda, exercise books, newspapers, publications, architectural plans, scientific and technical works, magazines, periodicals, calendar, trade catalog, price list, diary, stationery, it is a pen, stapler, taxation to production for, and also some of the VAT atoso. Offer plane, domestic air travel, VAT daso. Domestic transportation, offer stra VAT, offer formula VAT, offer insurance VAT, stamp duty atum, excise duty no, afekwa no matum boom 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 boom. Na de nwanwa kra bro so no say omo de enwusie so eto ato nwusie so enwusie to emissions levy. Enti ene wa wo moto abobo ya pragia okada mahama can do wa wo car say enwusie free to banko ade say 100 Ghana cedis afibia ne ajew. And a factories no mo ye adwuma mo so produce nwusie no ye besusu nwusie na era say nwusie no do so to 100. To 500 taxation to production people. And that is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised say bear tax 10% in Ubichem. Boys, this is good news for you. Just say you encourage chacha. No. About 10 billion you person a back to chacha. But betting has become a refuge for young people who are totally hopeless because they do many. It is over to make your boy tenya bibi kakra diabo akoma eye chance obakwa akobokro no. Twa bet nya bibi kakra enye ho na bawumia wo don se kwa akwohye agene tax. Na wa be ka che se me ba me twam. Wo be twam atwa nu ne because wona economy ni sha wonsa. Akufu ado so tie wo che nipa bia because ono wo se e be sika sem a omo number enu nti no do buy. it will be tremor. Yes, President Mahama, you bet me and Mujidi will be trem. Because we cut taxation to production. You have moved us from taxation to more taxation and more taxation. You can't be trusted. Mahama Sanswa Shebo, this is good news for you. Mo to ade online here ti musika no Mahama say e-levy will be trem. But we me copy so akokadi. He cannot be trusted because onye no kwafo. Nanse Mahama apart from e-levy, Oshia Edredifo Kubata ye from Buguta. Or the assembly to be about ports, taxes, but we are two woman doors. Ama nyama boya den de wo port. Na edwom su bibia boya den. We no shebo about those levies. Hwete pi ma Mrs.
A person imported a car, and I was just looking at the charges. This is it's a 2023 Lexus. These are the charges. 20% import duty. Then after that, import VAT. Then processing fee. Then ECOWAS levy. Then vehicle examination fee. Then network charges. Then network charge VAT. Then network charge COVID. Oh, I'm shocked. Then Ghana Shippers Authority. Then import NHIL. Then network charge NHIL. Then GHS disinfection fee. Then MOTI import declaration fee. Special import levy. Ghana Export Import Bank levy. Ghana Education Trust Fund. Ghana Education Trust Fund network charge. African Union import levy. Then COVID health recovery levy. Then certification. Then IRS. You know, there's overage penalty by 0 because it's a new car. But if it was an overage car, it means it will be 23. You know?
One car will be the Abagana Wui. And what one 23? In which country do you see this? And then man kasa about the Bawumia or position or kind about port duties. And how he said about the port duties so send the ya you bet me competing with Togo ne keka ho. Ni nyina na nada, ni nyina na frakadam. Inti enne the duty of a car both me denche sika ye the talk car. Go and check. Corolla duty at say. Go and check. Even cars and getting go and check. But there is good news. The nation builder, that honest visionary leader, that experienced leader, why ye be da? Or ye aye boafo ye be to me aginedi no. Washebo. Set to one be biafao. Hwe mame.
Some of the levies and other things, what they say, anything I can say, the charges at the port and some of the illegal fees, no, you don't pay money a year for. So we'll work together on that.
Mepacho, this is President Mahama addressing traders. Say port levies, fees, bebrebe na eku adwadifo no. Oni omo be ye adwuma. Na bebrebe wen hia superfluous na yenyi mfiri ho. Na adwadifo wen ha omo. Ko adwadifo wen ha omo a ya ye koto ebedi ne so ye so ye ho be hen producer by popular request bo tape ni biem.
Some of the levies and other things, what they say, anything I can say, the charges at the port and some of the illegal fees, no, you don't pay money a year for. So we'll work together on that.
So we work together, we'll take some of it out. Those are the words of the nation builder John Mahama, the man you can trust. And I'm going to show you why you can trust Mahama. I believe says we are no for. Even if you are an MPP member, be a bonte and I want to menyadre. Ebi abonte na obedi matem be wankasa wo conscience wo tibua. Meaning say wankasa in your loneliness you will agree with our verdict that this man here, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, or your trofo, or your dadafo, or your kuntumpuni, your jinidia, in ye. And for that matter, Boshede one and some work as ya walk a cano, yatia bre, obisi a swap, and kwashe ma. Yem man not die beam the third time. This is just part one of exposing the dishonesty of the liar, the pathological, chronic liar, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. There will be part two. And if you're mame, ye bape, may the less we forget, no, bro, near the NDC and you know, at once, sharp, 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 sharp.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we're seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDPC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections
Yes, so this is Lest We Forget, and today on Lest We Forget, we are talking about Mahama the Nation Builder. I want you to know the entire Kasa Mahama a nation builder. Nation builder chese. Chese wo yubia impuntu dana komaso. Ubia or Jonesha Kain, he's visionary, or when this wadi huno, or on Sheshe Pa. Yamano, a Quenya Manasumo May as president, no, Yehun impuntu. The assay of fire in the year. And Yemani will be that in all sectors we saw. And I have this short video documentary put together in 2020 as part of the 2020 election. It's called John Mahama, the Nation Builder. Even though say a 2020 year video, no, it is still very relevant for today. So don't pay attention to the fact that it is 2020. Just watch this video because it is very relevant for the 2024 election. Yaba, I will talk to you about some of the things John Mahama, the Nation Builder. The health sector, the one who didn't. Indeed, John Mahama is a nation builder you can trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Nation Builder.
John Mahama, waya, 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 waya. Waya. Come on, hey, come on, hey. John Mahama, waya, 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 waya.
A nation builder is one with vision, a planner, and a master tactician. Here's a man with a team that understands that the implementation of free senior higher education, for example, requires adequate infrastructure in order not to destabilize an already working quality educational system. This is a man with a team that negotiates deals in a holistic manner, like the Tema Port Expansion Project that concluded with the construction of the Tema Motorway Interchange for ease of transport of goods. This is a nation builder, one who makes judicious use of resources at his disposal. There are several infrastructure projects in various sectors of the economy accounted for under John Mahama's 4 years of governance. this nation builder is trustworthy, one who is faithful to his promise. John Mahama promised to end Dumsor, and truly he did, leaving the nation with excess megawatts of power at the end of his first term in office. This nation builder is a unifier. John Mahama's leadership transcends ethnicity, family, and friends. One whose message resonates with the upper class right through to the grassroots of our society. Same can be said about his communication prowess. It's unrivaled. This year's elections will be about track record. Second is trust. The writings are clear on the wall. The records never lie. Fellow Ghanaians, the choice is ours to make. Fellow Ghanaians, presenting John Dramani Mahama.
Yes, so that was Mahama, the nation builder. Pictures amuhuya ne etweguno. Hospitals, schools, power plants, factories, enyema bebre stadia edwa a osisi in just 4 years. Eto de bi ebidum say 4 years pe. Ebi aga na ase edru no. De na Mahama be. O ntimuji tum se masa ga na pa on. Well, I have news for you. If 4 years is enough for Bawumia and Akufo-Addo to destroy Ghana, then 4 years is enough for John Mahama to rebuild Ghana. Because in Yuma Power, airports, schools, hospitals, acquiring interchanges, Emma Ghana beye krabehe, edisika, ediyejuma bayan, in a short period of time, despite the challenges we faced. In 4 years. And now, even more experienced than he was then, no? He will do more, far more than he accomplished in those 4 years. And I want to show you, say Mahama and Bawumia, they are not the same. Bako yo trofo osia onyo. Bako yo nokwafo osia oyo. And I want to show you some of the things President Mahama promised and indeed did in the health sector. There is a 717-bed University of Ghana Medical Center, Accra. It is the best hospital in Ghana. Oko University of Ghana, Legon campus, and Kraiha. President Mahama built it. Jumediano President Mills Nefitiasie, Emrana President Mahama, Eye Nabediachre. And it's a shortcut sometime in March 2011. Parliament, in fact, Cabinet, Emma approval, also in 2011. Then, 2011, by June, July, Parliament approved the loan. Some meaning in a no man penny mills, Neo man penny. Na bedi echira all buano. Ama implemented side is ready huno. Na President Mahama, some Vice President Mahama. He was the chairman of the economic management team. Enti project no ho besiane hu sikasemi nyina no. Ona na ehye ne sa obo man penny mills. Ma omo ye sankrata seminar the cabinet approval, the parliamentary approval of the loan, and the keka ho. But by the time one signed the agreements for the hospital, many don't know the agreement was signed in August 2012, and that time President Mahama was in charge. Kopem said contractor called sites 2013 under President Mahama by. And the hospital no. From Krinkrin to Kankai, the construction, not only the signing of the contract, but the construction. It was the parliamentary cabinet approval shortcutting AC under NDC1, Mills Mahama, but the actual construction, all under the Mahama government. Shema yesiye, ho enene, omo legon omusia nursing, ompesa omobeya doctors. Health professionals, hono omoje enchirechire. Na see me reading wokowamu, they have successfully done about 5 kidney transplants. In Fidie wo honudu wa yembe show. People get there and they ask, Is this Ghana? Because indeed, even United States of America, baby hospitals in Nusa Hospital way. It's a quaternary hospital, the best hospital in the whole of West Africa. NDC na President Mahama and a today matters MPP for Kazu and your mama and the CNA Atamils. Now Atamils or MPP ni. The Atamils the CA if I'm obeying. Atamils when you're the baby koye papa. Na be the President Mahama. President Mahama the onte say bawumia na eyema Akufo-Addo dia the best friend ne bawumia. Baby enko ye dia bawumia say me nim no kra Pontius Pilate. Me nkan bi. When somebody is your vice or your boss as president, you are inseparable. Because I one take it near to Abamamo. And until as a president, you are vice president, acting as president. So when Atamils was president, John Mahama became acting president several times. Same for Bawumia. So the vice president shares in the successes of the president and in the failings of the president. You can't separate it unless you resign. And it is Atamils it means John Mahama did it. That is what it means. But I've explained where it started from. The shortcutting, March 2011, the cabinet and parliamentary approval, June, July 2011. President Mahama was vice. The signing of the contract under President Mahama. The construction, it was almost 100% complete. You commissioned in January 2017. President Mahama did all that. And so when we say it is his legacy, and on the eka. And this is it. Nanim hospital, nanim city UGMC na eka any hospital, let us say hotel. Any ibimu kodawa yeka so munku fie kura no musu because omu fie they don't get these facilities any. Then apart from UGMC, the visionary nation builder belt. Okay, say Accra, capital. Na enka ni regional hospital la a share region in Puenimunyam. Greater Accra, you won't believe it. The regional hospital, you won't believe it. In the regional hospital, now what na pratiti aseno. And na me catch me say Mahama, ofa dia say no wa ye. That is why we call him the nation builder. He builds, but Bawumia and Akufo-Addo destroys. Look at the when this one there. When this one there. Range Hospital, 420 bed. And I'm just showing you the exterior. Hotel. Mr. Hotel, a hospital as a hotel. 5-star. Look at it. Abusafo, enya no nko enya nkan de nko. And I will call a cinema mentifia pa East Bolegatanga. You see brand new 386 bed. Apa East Regional Hospital. Maybe we no MPP for that mudi matter. Most of them come odia masi. Mo Regional Hospital, mo Quaternary Hospital. Show us your Ridge Hospital. Show us your University of Ghana Medical Center. Show us your Apa East Regional Hospital. Show us. This election is about issues. It's about trust. It's about proving track record. Enye nunjane atro. And Apa East the Anusuni big hospital. There's an aerial view. So I'm enye papa. We took these pictures in 2016 before we left office. Huge. Then Tamale Teaching Hospital phase 2. President Mahama did it. 400 bed. Increasing Tamale Teaching Hospital to 800 bed. Because phase 1 was 400 and we added 400 beds for the people of the north. And you can see that here. This picture was taken in the evening, so it's not too clear. If you go on the internet, you see more. Now, hospital, papa, it will feature here. Your friend of the Bang Hospital. You are born new coronavirus by and on a Ghana nkwa. MPP ministers now mudi papa ya terminal. Almost only mama including the then Minister of Health Ajimamanu. Corona che omo ano mo ji omo ho a enye no. Utu kwan a enye yie koya to airport ni mu. Ntimi nkwa Abrochi Hospital. Omo pe hospital papa akọ no. Omo nkwa Akufo-Addo Hospital, omo nkwa Bawumia Hospital because omo ndibi. They went to the Bank Hospital, built by the Bank of Ghana under the able leadership of the then President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder. The Bank Hospital, what was it? John Mahama, and this was their fair, or your guy, the hospital. Yeah, Mahama, go to hospital, let you see. The hospital, the Bank Hospital. And if and you see what's on the hospital, the Bank Hospital. Then, this is in cantonments, Accra, if you 130-bed Ghana Maritime Authority Hospital. We also certificate President Mills Abreso, President Mahama came and continued it. Hospital kesiya pa. Na pampa muni na hospital no ye wo baby a plane kura aeroplane etibisi wo na pampa me as an you can say a helipad and na muhun ha no. This is the Ghana Maritime Hospital. Then 104-bed police hospital expansion. We expanded it by adding 104-bed hospital. No work that any train kama. And also some this was 2016 when we were about to leave office. And now the same President John Dramani Mahama. Who said Ghana have one military hospital. I'm talking about the nation builder John Mahama, which is the 37 military hospital. Who say Ashanti region, not just for the people of Ashanti. Ashanti for too many projects, but they don't vote for you. NDC, whether you vote for us or not, it doesn't matter. Your mama nye kufuado no wakaze ekumfi foreman to aba ma minti me twema so. Ana anwona foreman to aba ma minti se nsuo yiri afa monyema me mfa ho. Nsuo no wankasa share da man nkrofo bie e de sese nipa nyema. President Mahama is not like that. But these things were done in Ashanti because they are central for the northern sector. All the regions, Bono, Ahafo, and even the northern region can access them. 250 bed, Wafari. Upper West, 160 bed. These are Eurojust projects. Yes, Kufuor signed agreements, got cabinet and parliamentary approval. Besikana, Omoka Somoko Peno, Ama. President Mills, President Mahama, and on August 2012, through a partnership between Absa Bank in SA, and a Barclays Bank PLC, ye pay sika every year, sir, Eurojust projects, including Upper West Regional Hospital. President Mahama economy is serious. So, Afaridie, Medical Kahwasem, the same thing. Apart from that, 7 district hospital, Dodowa, Fomena, Kumawu, Abetifi, 120 bed. It's our district hospitals. So MPP can't tell you. Dodowa, you see, we in 4 years, many people. Or more about Bessiacha, Bambia, Wagana, Bakosemu, Ajeje taxes, Sacha, Bambia, and all you see, Kacha, Bambia. They can't show you one district hospital they started and finished. Okay, what's the agenda? 111. 111, no more cancer, more the affair couldn't be seen. He said, you almost maybe 2026 and Tronquan, you can't trust them because he cannot omedinina. So, this is Kumawu Hospital, you see. Hospital no crowd be here omumie no crowd na dani asem UGMC for 1 year no moko omuzo omumie the same thing they abandoned these projects for years kwa betifia omaja to wama hospital na sese is there be quite 120 bed hospital district hospital Stepa Nsoko Konongo Salaga Hwifipraso Madina the 100 hospital John Mahama took the loan for all these things. And Sakra na President Mahama was also Jebusia 89 million euros for the construction of 85 bed district hospitals at Bupe, Tolon, Sola, Sobenya, Wita, Nedia Kekao. So I can go on and on. This is just part one of his achievements. I don't want to spend too much time. But what am I communicating to you? What I'm communicating to you. And I say, in Penyufomi Noa. Omujina yenim se yentu abama wo mo no baako ujini di enye because onya no kwafo shebo a woni so ade ne ye white or say black or say white or your trofo that is allergic by womia President Mahama ontesa and that is why you can't associate lies with President Mahama. He thinks ahead of where ade be hia o man no yemma ani chirima and invest in that and those things no kwa won fa nko Ujama o minor. Say the beya MPP NDC Ghana for nyina. Ye benya so mfa so ne afaya so ntoma pefra. That is why I've showed you a few, just a few polyclinics, health centers, chip compounds, can't want them. District hospitals be everywhere. You see, I jumped. And we will get another time and talk about part 2 of Mahama's achievements, the nation builders' achievements in the health sector. In the hand, lest we forget in ABC. I believe. Say, you watching, you agree with me. Say, it will be the Ghana Shannon 2024 and beyond, 2025 and beyond. It is none other than the nation builder. Yen will be a wayebida. Yen mani nyuma pa. En kasamano. and President Mahama will not let us down. Yeah, call NDC and use segments. Free NDC and use segments in the BAPE. I'm going to talk to you about the 24-hour economy in the next few minutes. I will and Sunday the Neju Medino Abaye. Show you my Mrs. Meba CCA.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we are seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDPC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections come with consequences. The stark reality is that the current 8-hour working system is inadequate to create the production, productivity, and well-paying jobs required for the revival of Ghana's currently bankrupt economy. It is also inadequate to produce enough goods and services for export. My young people, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. The 24-hour economy initiative is the answer for now and the future. It will create an enabling environment with deliberate policies for business, companies, and government institutions to operate 24/7 in a 3-8-hour shift system. In addition to the traditional 8-hour system, the 2 additional work shifts that my administration will introduce will double and sometimes triple or quadruple the number of jobs that participate in public and private entities that we currently have. This is the 24-hour economy optimization strategy, giving more to society, providing efficient service delivery, and generating decent and well-paying jobs. The benefits of this system will include, but not limited to, 24-hour port and harbor services, 24-hour customs services, 24-hour DVLA services, 24-hour agro-processing factories, 24-hour manufacturing industries, 24-hour construction companies, 24-hour diversified sanitation and waste management services, 24-hour financial institutions, 24-hour healthcare services, not just emergency care, 24-hour community pharmacy care, 24-hour tourism, creative arts, and entertainment industry services, and 24-hour retail centers, and more and more and more. As has already been estimated, the Ghana Police Service alone, at its present capacity, will require nearly 25,000 new and additional personnel to manage the 24-hour economy additional working shifts. And keep in mind that the police service, as it stands now, even without the 24-hour economic initiative, already requires additional staff and motivation to meet the optimum police-to-population ratio. We adopt a multi-stakeholder approach because the beneficiaries of the 24-hour economy are diverse. Unemployed youth, including unemployed graduates, farmers, traders, small and medium-scale businesses, students who need vacation jobs, and the underemployed. No one will be left out. I'm determined to provide the necessary incentives such as favorable tax measures, cheaper and reliable power, financial support through the Ghana Exim Bank, oil revenue, and the National Women's Bank, which we will establish to soften the ground for both public and private participants who sign up to the 24-hour economy initiative in order to have a smooth takeoff.
That was the nation builder, President Mahama, explaining to you, in summary, the cracks of the 24-hour economy policy. This is just a 4-minute video. The MAN say, well, Potokasa, Ubi, I want to Potokasa, Seno, if you are going to be anti-ase, and Untinami way. To just break it down in the Cree language, so that one Potokasa will be to me anti-ase. This 24-hour economy is what is going to change Ghana. We never Ghana ye krabewe, because we need a jumapa eba Ghana, not a jumabia keke, a jumapa. I ni munyamwo ho aketua pada ho. We never Ghana economy na nyina ye kese na ye ka bunka mafa ye so ayentimi ntua no yetimi atua. So let me just use a few minutes to summarize to you what President Mahama is talking about. Yedika di nkomo we da we no agbo rekopoku. Bampenyi se abaso ba na meja pai. Eno tie ne ye besanso akabiem. Because omo tumfutrogu amanfo ani on 24-hour economy no. So munya ya, we will also we will not stop, never preaching the gospel of the 24-hour economy according to John Dramani Mahama. So yeka 24-hour economy, what are we talking about? Very, very simple. A deliberate policy. Yewra Mahama ede bagana. Se ode enhyehyɛ egu akwam na ankrankra nyuma, whether businesses or companies, any aban nyuma binom etumi aye adwuma 24/7. Omo adwuma no be 24/7. Because 24 hours are onyame de adom ye dakro bia no omo be chemu miensa dohwene nwotwe nti obi kwa adwuma no pa no nwotwe a ye adwuma dohwene nwotwe no wapo anwumre no nan na obi akwa adwuma no nan wa ye adwuma no dohwene nwotwe no wapo 12 am na obi so akọ 12 am wa 8 am. So human beings omo ye adwuma no benya ahome benya braje ahome benya brada, but the businesses and the economy will never sleep. They will work 24/7. This is it. Very, very simple. 24-hour economy ni nyina no that certain businesses, certain companies, certain government institutions will be supported by the government to run 24/7. Mame monitor farmer, it is say, what is so bobra, we teacher ni. Also, me yetu aka 2,000 cedis. What the ahwe on do baby. But they do baby no. Afa akuhwibra kakra sebi. Etu ji sika na. Na wo de aye masem. Na de akotena choba, wo de akotena bia ba, na de atwa wanim spelele. Ti se obi a minim no. Eni na watwe na sika na hye. Enti agesa wo kɔbɔ besia ebi another 3,000. Wo kɔgye besia no so na wadi asɛ no. Enti wabɔ brabɔni akohwibreya fokubreya wabɔ amasese die. Wabɔ asesa. Ɛka yɛ den amene wo. Wogi waketua na wontimi mfa ntua wo ka. Wogi yɛ ɛkɔka ka no so kora wontimi ntua mu 1% mpo. Ɛna watena se adwen wo din sɛ sɛ metena ho the message be demiri famu say me ya adwuma 8 hours pa na maje me bosom ya katua 2,000 as a teacher entimi nsome ne me ma ne me yere no ya didie de ebe hye de ebe no mpo na kampesa etinye tua me ka ama me fi ohia ne yakam enu ntimi nya akwadworo me ya adwuma den instead of working 8 hours no me ya adwuma ne bia ka ho se ne be ya me sika bedoso na metime tua me ho ka na me mma me yere muso anya ebra papa bi etimi abo abusianfo so bi kasa wakabone ana. Just ask yourself this. This is what the 24-hour economy is about. Because Ghana and say teacher ni no wakobo brabone ama e ka mene no all because ye your mind sheba wumiansa wabe bobusia me ka mene o mind no. And therefore say ne President Mahama say Ghana yenya adwuma 8 hours pa da ben dan ye betumi anya sika tua ye kaya ye ntumi ntua yi a na ye pa chew say ye omo a ye de won ka na omo ntu ka ne hye animu carry forward na nchirima metua da ben ye betumi akreti inwuma ama memo ane mabawa omani atutu aka won sebo mu nya adwuma. So the unemployment is so high, almost 15% from 8% under Mahama. And because of that, national security say ade we betumi de how no ye na abagana. So this is a serious issue. And that is why President Mahama says we can't do the same things and expect different results. Extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. And until 8 hours agana yedi ye adwuma no yensisa no onyame aboye wa ma 24 hours abode mu nyanza pefo say ubetumi ada 8 hours e 16 hours aka ye adwuma. Why do we work only 8 hours? Until obeye 24-hour economy. Businesses, companies, state institutions binuma meba be chirichiru mu omo ye adwuma 24/7. Enti adwuma na wo ye no wo betumi aye mienu instead of one na wo sika akosoro. Adwuma na unya bi nya because 8 hours but say wo benya bi aye because ye be chiche mu miensa. Kwaku kwa no pa na ya wo kwa awia. Na amaso kwa anadwo. Wo enya adwuma no pa obenya adwuma anadwo. That is what the 24-hour economy is all about. Now, Obika said, I mean, why do we need a 24-hour economy? That is what I've explained to you. 24-hour economy, a policy, they solve so many problems at a time. Because they say, Ghana, the only way we can get out of it and go back on the capital market, and they say, GDP, you seek a debate to me, said the how the year can to 2 years one, ye can be a crazy. Because then what the year cut to 2 years one, you see can't be to a and into a bankrupt. No? But as the 24-hour economy is rolled out, now more businesses are operating for more hours and producing more. Production is going up. The GDP, gross domestic product, and yema Ghana produce no, you're wet and also kosoro. Enti ebe odi ye ka no to ye wet ne ho ebe ye kakra bi afi ye kopebo sia obi be ma ye bi afi adwuma so a eni ho no 24-hour economy di adwuma eba sika e bi ni ho no abai ni nya more revenue because there is more production and more productivity, there is efficiency. So these are the benefits of 24-hour economy. Bebre na etole bi obi say what are the sectors? President Mahama boboma ma me sanso nsisu biem in the tape of a boy, and they just a million in America. This is the manner what dame asono daye. Say on for 24-hour economy, bra. We say we will have 24-hour passport services. We will have 24-hour post and harbor services. We will have 24-hour custom services, 24-hour DVLA services. We need ya by juma. But they won't hear my yet. Oh, per passport, Ghana ni. Meaning, we apply for passport this year. Since January, we seen any kind of passport. Would you bribe? Still, Emma. Because even though you can apply for the passport on your phone, thanks to John Mahama or the online passport application, not by Wumi Awucha a Hontro. The processing of the passport not check. Anti under Mahama passport office, Yebibieno anopa, just like we are doing now, 8 to 5. And now 4. Sa batch ne pon another batch beba for another 8 hours. Sa batch ne pon another batch beba. The same for ports. I want it me bo peso amount for peso mu yo mu nyamo mu ntumi nyi. No mind ni hrisika na ni pay j bribes here connection. No. Let's give citizens better services. The demand is there. The pressure and traffic is there. President Mahama said the post too the same thing. What this means, they say, send you my coin, send a passport office war, you my 400,000, 24-hour economy, me new becaho, into a court 300,000. Wow, into Winyabinyana. The same for ports, the same for customs, the same for DVLA. Into a human, formally, no, a cost times 2, times 3, times 4. And because these people are engaged in productive work, the state will benefit. The more passport application they process, the more revenue Ghana gets. The more goods we clear at the port, the more revenue. It will be say, oh, now for that is it. That is what we mean by 24-hour economy. Na economy na ba wo miya ne Akufo-Addo ase no afa ntomapa efra. Na the decran say apart from the public sector, private sector also can be. Enti agro processing factories, manufacturing industries, construction companies. Ama contractor kwan onkoye kwan baako oye ni 8 hours enti no timi dia femi ensa. Na kwan no kwe tutu say amanfo person mo use kwan no ntumi nyusu no man ne bonwoka ye tua ho interest on delayed payment. They say President Mahama say a major project say ye school say ye kwan construction. We are 24/7 because abino ebe ma wo be mebobo so enti adwuma 400 laborers say welders for na wofa, carpenters for na wofa, masons for na wofa, omo be consume na wofa wo fa no mo miensa enti adwuma no bebu so na kwan no wetumi aye ne ntem ama oman na nya so mfa so. They are all here in toast processing into tin tomatoes, the same thing. Or yeno moho miensa 8 hours. 3 batches of workers edwuma bebre so that they can produce more. Na Ghana yankasa yetimi di what we grow and process. Na yede dia kana kwa mono na yakoton akonya foreign exchange. That is what the 24-hour economy is about, to increase production, productivity, revenue, and more importantly, create sustainable jobs. In the financial institutions bebre Bola Okwabucha is Sananajo, President Mahama, the same thing, 24 hours. No break. Community farmer care, healthcare services, tourism, retail centers. He has spoken about all of them will run 24/7. Now, the Decran said there will not be any limit to the sectors that have benefited from the 24-hour economy policy. It is more buying these private companies. The other kind, ahobambo security. What video no tie ni ya President Mahama ka say, ya the private security a police for be carbon. Na campaign a 1 year adwuma 24/7 bia ne amana hobambo ka hobambo ni wa 24-hour economy enye ye. Enti police for nko they need new police officers 25,000. Ya branch where we school SS otifi onya adwuma nya ope police vote for Mahama. Na 24-hour economy ni mra na nya police ni biko. Apart from that, private security companies are not obeying adwuma ni nyina no oboso be fa nipa bebre. Eti adwuma wo operate 24/7 bia no security for ha ye bon ho ban. On the streets they are there, at your workplace they are there. Bia betumi akọ adwuma a onsuro hwe umpewe na pede be. Then tax incentives at our businesses need to my ready to natural. How can any business survive in this environment? The last time businesses in Koma free Ghana because of high taxes. Unilever for Big Pen, Glovo. Which is you can a lot of businesses leaving Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire and our surrounding neighbors, our neighboring countries. Because taxes need also. President Mahama said, if you want investments to come, you want people to invest, businesses to thrive, then reduce our cost of production, cost of doing business. Not so. Bakone sent two no yabete so. Bakone sent Kenya buono. Ne boye den one of the huge overhead costs on President Mahama so better so. Be special meter who ye adwuma najoa e te oketuwa bi as compared to what we ye adwuma wia. Nti obi si o ene adwuma yefo no be ye adwuma anadwo nko because one and Kenya boefo there be. The meter is calibrated to read 24/7. So if you are not working during the day and consuming meter and it will not read as it ought to read. You can't beat the system. And that is why there will be a 24-hour economy secretariat. There will be regulation. So people will not be able to take advantage. Now the end of the say, President Mahama say, we'll give them financing support. Now you see, there are a lot of things to talk about under the 24-hour economy. And the main thing, they will call baby here me pa. Sami Jemfi betunya Canada on the 24-hour economy. President Mahama betumi akane de. Sometimes MPP for say, oh, NDC communicators in Tininchrim. To be hununa communicator ba could be. I manage over 1,000 of communicators. And you know, no human institution is perfect. So it's possible to get a communicator there. On a particular day, I want to prepare, call radio, so it happens. And on stress the 24-hour economy is not doable or it's not a good policy. And then I make about 24-hour economy now. Omuncha me video nko to Facebook and trade me. And then I present my kasa about 24-hour economy. Omuncha video nko to Facebook and trade so ntimi. Ask yourself that. And then I 24-hour economy. They are not able to share those videos to ridicule the policy because they know that the explanation is there. We've provided it. So, almost the policy ni bi. Ubi some almost say, "Mo policy amu be create adwuma we here." Almost say, "Mo first year nema me." That is their policy. They don't have any policy to create jobs. Almost the answer say NDC for ntimi nchiro policy. Where is yours? But I want to let you know the verdicts of impenyinfo a omo wonim die enyuma yekuo a omo nya NDC omo nya MPP omo nyina omo adwen Mahama 24-hour economy ne ho. I want you to see what day these neutrals are saying about the 24-hour economy policy. Number one, TUC, Trade Union Congress. Ghana adwumayofo nyina ku batime. Ghana adwumayofo nyina MPP NDC fo nyina ka ho. This is their verdict. Or say, it is a great idea. TUC boss says Mahama 24-hour economy could be the game changer, charges youth to get ready for jobs. This man is not a politician. Only economists, any meduma wasem, MPP serial callers, the social media communicators now, or more kasa pan, onim che or more 100 times. Or say, kasa maganda jumayafo. Say this is a game changer. Produce abo video ni mae. No more here, no more here.
We are also very interested and we are eager to know a lot more about his great idea of a 24-hour economy. I think this one, comrade, you have to take your time. Because I can imagine the amount of jobs that this kind of thing will create. That could be the game changer. I'm telling you that you have opportunity in this country. We work 24 hours, 3 shifts. So if you don't get a job in the morning, you can get it in the afternoon or in the night. So where are the young people? Get ready for jobs.
Where are the young people? Get ready for jobs. This is the TUC General Secretary speaking for workers of Ghana. And here the MPP in the listen to the experts. Listen to the experts. Obi bakazo we edwumayofo akrache for. Okay, yenko tie adwadi for so. Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA. Almost so asemo makeni. GUTA president endorses Mahama's 24-hour economy. Dr. Joseph Obey, the president of GUTA, has backed the 24-hour economy policy proposed by John Mahama. Dr. Mua and the Kasama Ebedifui. Video ni Mrs. here.
And Your Excellency, let me give you one thing about your 24-hour economy. I think we had a program at School of Mass Communication. It was live. And I've actually thank you for this. At that time, people were just opposing. I said, no. If even you say that it is already there, there's nothing wrong for us to enhance it. And there's more that we can do in the night. There's more that we can do in the night. There are so many things that are creating nuisance in the afternoon. A lot of them. That when you go to Opera Square, when you go to Kantamanto, when you go to Okanshi, in the afternoon where people are shuttling around, that's where we are offloading our goods. And so it made the place very congested and can. So, Your Excellency, let's think about the things that create nuisance in the day and put them in the night. So, it shouldn't be difficult for us to say that when you are clearing your goods, within the weekdays where market is going on, unless maybe it is Sunday.
This is the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, Doctor. What they think about it, about the 24-hour economy policy. Many sure as a political party be the policy about Ghana, neutrals, TUC, Guta, all of them applauding that this is a good policy. We in Ghana everywhere. If you are still not convinced, let me show you more. This is Institute of Energy, Institute of Economic Affairs, IE. Dr. John Kwache, the Director of Research. We muna o the policy be ba. Omu wonim di omu ye hwehwemu se policy ni ye papa na nye papa. Hana na ji mensa ye adwuma. Muntie di okan. Was a 24-hour economy apt for a country with high unemployment. Was a 24-hour economy. And a ya dear pa Ghana o manye adwuma nim no ye hia. This is the IE Institute of not Sami Jenfi. I'll show you more. Of labor unions Ghana Bibre Omukubata Federation of Labor. The story says Federation supports 24/7 economy proposal. This is Federation of Labor. And on that, labor unions applaud Mahamad's 24-hour economy policy. Modern Ghana published it. It is here. I'm giving you the evidence. You can go and check. Federation of Labor, IEA, Guta, the TUC. All of them will be. Education for students in Ososwe. Union of Ghana Students. Ekubata and Wohoma Education for Ghana. Listen to their verdicts. Guta, NUCS, emphasis on NUCS. Students, NPP, NDC360. NUCS endorse Mahamad's 24-hour economy policy. Graphic online. December 5th, 2023. Evidence in it. Maybe you are not convinced. Obia ni wa NDC ni joma amasem chen MPP ni. One of them oboye chipa oyene swafo hwe omeyayare hwe ne yayare sabia apomudi hunsem so Minister for Health Dr. Bernard Okuboy Uni Bobo type papa on akasa about 24-hour economy mo hwe 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. What? Wait a minute. 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. Dr. Okoboy. I said, maybe I say it is not possible. Because it is possible. MPP knew. Someone with MPP for no grade mugu one wodo. It will mole for no. Mole for no. The NDC baby almost saying but Dr. Fone will say, we dear. Adie no cray back. President Mahama we BT. This is a good policy for Ghana. Maybe if we say Ghana web for the year Okuboyanka. Well, producer, play the video and let everybody see it.
I'm not a kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No. I mean, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24-hour economy has existed in some form, percentage. Maybe let's say it's 1%. Anybody who says we can take it to 80% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it.
So it's not a bad idea.
Oh.
I know we don't have time. But this is the Minister of Health.
I am not the kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No. I mean, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24-hour economy has existed in some form, percentage. Maybe let's say it's 1%. Anybody who says we can take it to 80% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it.
So it's not a bad idea.
Oh.
All right, so that is Dr. Okuboy. Need I say more? No. Me have me okra and cabin camp. MPP ni. So who also no nyamisi ye ne nyema. Onyame na kwan doso. Omo ye enye no. Kaba kwakuma. Say masa kanokre ade ne bebo Ghana ka. Mahama na de ade paba. So on say EPF na no. P. So because it's possible, boy, possible. So I didn't know what crowd yeah, young and kitten, between I and Cassia. It is possible. That is what Okuboy said. You can go and watch the full video. This is another MP. Where there are no crack into what to abetiano. MPP. Nipe bienu wa MPP mwa kind of crowd, they will continue to vote for you. Dr. Dixon Adomaku Kisi MP for Nyasoto. I say MP praises Mahama NDC for 24-hour economy proposal. I'm ready to be new video next time I watch or Metro TV or Bob President Mahama Basosa, and that is why they voted against him. Now this is CPP, and now we're joining the Great Alliance with Alan Chairman, Dr. Abu Sakara on NDC ni. Omo ami you omanu di semche wunyina no omo NDC for either MPP for and neutrals ne de keka ho doctors. I don't see anything wrong with 24-hour economy policy, Dr. Abu Sakara. Now, when I am at Deno, Alan Kojo Chairman, this is the manner MPP for Kofano. Manabeye, one district, one factory, Mawomo. He was Minister for Trade for I think more than 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. Alan Chairman says you lack understanding in politics. Alan jabs Bawumia, critics of Mahama 24-hour economy. I said, where the ama or can say we trikasem. It may be say it's a video no now who the Alan Chairman take about Mahama's visionary, revolutionary 24-hour economy policy. Shall we, ma'am?
John Mahama, Obeka said, only the Oba or the 24-hour economy, remember? Yes, sir. So, Kasa on Kamboni, Obi Obeka said, 24-hour economy, no. Enya di papa no na so no on politics ase.
This is Alan Kojo Chairman. I've shown you what Afrafranto aka Osonofo CAA Afrafranto CAA Alliance for Abu Sakara Dr. Abu Sakara or CAA TUC for say ebeboa game changer Guta for say papa students CAA Institute for Economic Affairs. Intisa MPP, serial caller na social communicator no. Yamani 200 Ghana, 300 Ghana data. I no they run a 24-hour economy as no. It's because on TSC. Omo matena brochire omo ye adwuma mienu miensa a day. Obi ni wo be run 24-hour economy down. Omo bia obekwa ahochire mu ti se Ghana no. The 24-hour economy is your only way. Especially when the majority of your population ya babunu but omu nya adwuma 24-hour economy de be me adwuma na ba eto your babunu na wo hweme na wo pe adwuma we need aso ene John Mahama thinks about you. John Mahama cares about you. John Mahama unyame na so no dae so for 24-hour economy imra na how kese number 1 eda Ghana so ye adwuma sem no ye mfa metu ase na memo ane mabawa omo ma wie school omo suansa no dwuma omo peso omo de omo ho de ye adwuma obi anya bibi nye na my Ghana intimi fa na tuma penfra. This is NDC360 the 9th edition, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. This segment was the NDC and you, and today we just spent time briefly to talk about the 24-hour economy policy. The other woman say Mahama oyenokafo osia woye waye bida. And so you can trust him to deliver on the 24-hour economy policy. Let's read a few messages. The first one I have here is Ataglia Raphael Adegiyoke. Dr. Bawumia, the chairman of the economic mismanagement team, is not different from a fraudulent company. Dr. Bawumia can never be trusted. Asante Yaltenkran say, a vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. How profound. A vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. Otu abanema Bawumia upana Kufuado ne nache mafia for watu ama omo beka boma sanso abetwe aso ama ye ho akyere. That is what Asante Yao is saying. Yusuf Abendao. Or say Elijah Bawumia is the worst vice president we have had in the Fourth Republic. He is only good at lies. That's a fact. Then Michael Gaddafi. No, Michael Dukrugu. I said Dr. Bawumia has no integrity. He has allowed lies to destroy him. Ishaq Kusalifu say JDM is a person to be trusted, and we will vote for JDM. Next messages no. Next, Nene Gaddafi GH say Bawumia lies with arrogance and confidence. Bawumia utatra or the kukodro ene dwene ahanta in the twatro no. Ti wa hwe ya wo. Ghanaians, please watch out. He is coming like Ruto of Kenya. Let's not give him that chance. That came from Nene Gaddafi of Ghana. Shamsuddin say, vote for Mahama to rescue Ghana from looters. And Frederick in Hana Ajay say, we thank Mahama for the sports bet cancellation tax. And in fact, the NDC manifesto will be launched very soon. Latest, by the end of the second week of August, the manifesto will be launched. Now, President Mahama launched manifesto now. Taxes be boss idea Mobet say what he has to say about it. There are a lot of the taxes he's going to scrap. It's not just the promise here, because Bawumia too will be promising to scrap taxes. He has already started promising. But on no he can scrap the taxes today, like President Mahama said. He doesn't have to make a promise. This is all time will allow me to read. Next week, we may have more time to read more messages. This was the 9th edition of NDC360. Mediane Sameja Fimo Sonfo. Achame Hema NDC Amanyoko. Yeda Wezo TV for us. Yenuya Standogbe and then a poundful. Yeda Angel TV. Yenuya Benny, Erica Hianyo. Yenuya Papa Ewofa Yebibia Julius Debra Yeda Omwase. Mia Minuya Echo Kevin Taylor. O US Abuchimemo. On allow Silence TV-Q Yeda Mwase. Maranatha TV4 Yeda Mwase. Yeda Unuya TV for so ase. Yeda Angel TV for ase. Omo fa dwumadi live nyina. Yeda obibi ase. And those who will be repeating the show on Kesman Kwesieda 8 p.m. on Adom TV, Wezo TV, all of them Yeda obi ase will be broadcasting that. And so Mr. Say won't follow NDC360 on Facebook. This is the opportunity. This is your time. Follow NDC360 on Facebook, on X, that is formerly Twitter, and on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Yeah, the SFs, no. Ebi I will share when to me and read the whole show. We may see BB